Today, the Father encourages us to consider the actual essence of love. Love is more than just an action or an emotion, it is the core of my being. I am love, and I want you to embrace this love within yourself. Allow me, pervade every area of your existence. Extend your love beyond your comfort zone, embracing even those who appear undeserving, since it is in loving those who are unkind or unloving that you truly represent the power of love. Do not allow your brains to compartmentalize love, rejecting people based on your judgments. Remember that I am continually pounding on your door, hoping to enter your hearts. I stand even at the doors of those you may consider undeserving, for love embraces all, regardless of perceived merit. If you can't embrace those for whom I sacrificed my son, you can't really accept my love. The table I have set for you is open to everyone, including your adversaries. Invite them to sit with you, just as I died for everyone, not just those who are lovable or believe. Love never fails, my dear. It is the steadfast power that leads us through life's trials. In contrast, hatred is a weak and ineffectual instrument. It lacks actual energy and cannot bring you the fulfillment you desire. Let go of previous wounds and disappointments. Forgive people who have wronged you, and let go of the negative emotions that are holding you back. Bless those who have spoken badly of you, because forgiveness and love are the only ways to fully move ahead. Today, the Father declares, I am your creator, your protector, and your guide through this life. I would like to have a conversation with you today about your potential, which refers to the limitless possibilities that are dormant within you. For a period of time that is much too long, you have allowed fear, doubt, and insecurity to prevent you from moving forward. In the mistaken belief that you are not deserving of greatness, you have made the decision to settle for less than what you are genuinely capable of. On the other hand, I am here to say that those days are over. I am urging you to take a stand and acknowledge the full extent of your potential. Your life is being blessed with the presence of anointed leaders who will assist you in overcoming the challenges that have been holding you back and releasing the greatness that lies within you. The time has come to begin the process of deconstructing the illegitimate authority that have been in control of you for such a long time. You are now feeling helpless, insecure, and frustrated as a result of these pressures. On the other hand, I am here to demonstrate that you are not a prisoner of your history. You have the ability to liberate yourself from the ties that bound you and to realize the full potential of your destiny. Communicate with oneself. Put forth a declaration. This is your time of change, your defining moment, and you should make a decision with the words that come out of your mouth. I am putting opportunities in front of you that you couldn't have imagined were possible. I am extending to you an invitation to go on a journey into the superhighway of my goodness and your destiny. However, in order to go on this trip, you must first allow your heart to become open. It is imperative that you let go of the feelings of hatred, pessimism, and bitterness that have been weighing you down for such a long time. It is imperative that you have faith that a better future is attainable. I am aware that this might not be a simple task. I assure you, however, that I will be there for you every single step of the journey. It is my intention to provide you the fortitude and bravery that you require in order to triumph over any challenge that may emerge in your way. I am not requesting that you complete this task by yourself. I want you to get together with the people who are closest to you, including your family, your friends, and the people in your community, and we are going to begin on this trip together. Your wealth and blessings are not yours alone, they are shared by many people. All of the people who love and support you are designed to receive them and share them with you. You are an inclusive God, and I want you to be the same way. I am an inclusive God. Even those who have wronged you or caused you pain have the right to feel the compassion and grace that I have for you. In my experience, you have the kind of faith that can move mountains. It is not enough to rely solely on faith. Additionally, you need to have love, a love that is all-encompassing and encompasses everyone, including your adversaries. You will start to see the world in a different way as you gain the ability to love without conditions of any kind. You will come to see that your ultimate potential is not in your accomplishments or things, but rather in your capacity to love and be loved by others. In order to fully embrace your potential and walk into the fullness of your destiny, you must first open your heart. I will be by your side every single step of the way. According to the Father, I am present today. Talk to me about it. According to God, it is simple to experience feelings of disorientation and isolation when one is confronted with the challenges and difficulties that life presents. Be reassured, however, that you are never completely alone in the world. In spite of the most difficult circumstances, my careful eye is always upon you, directing our actions and bringing us closer to achieving triumph. I want you to picture yourself trekking across a deserted desert, with the hot sun pounding down on you and the vast expanse of sand reaching out in front of you. It's possible that you'll become completely desolate and hopeless. Nevertheless, even in this bleak setting, I am here with you, reviving you, directing you, and bringing you through this. You are being cheered on from the heavens by angels, who are messengers of love and light from the heavens. Their ethereal voices are whispering encouragement in your ear. You are surrounded by saints and loved ones who have passed away before you, their souls now residing in the celestial realm. Their spirits are providing unshakable support to you. Do not allow discouragement to distract you from your goals. You are among my most cherished children, one of whom I have selected for glory. You have triumphed over challenges and put an end to the conversations of uncertainty, because love is the ultimate power that is capable of overcoming anything. In the same way that a big ocean may retain an unlimited quantity of water, my love and abundance are boundless in their pursuit of you and others who are in your immediate vicinity. I encourage you to throw open the doors of your heart and allow yourself to be showered with the boundless gifts that come from my unending grace. Heaven's storehouse is an unending supply of wealth that will never run out, and it is a treasure trove that will never be broken. There is always more to be found, regardless of how far you go in your search. I take great pleasure in lavishing you with an abundance of resources, and my generosity knows no bounds. In point of fact, I am providing you with unshakable support and a tower of strength by standing by your side. I wish you the best of luck as you face the hurdles that life throws at you and pave the way for your success. It is my intention to remove any impediments that may be in your way and to eliminate any adversaries that may be preventing you from making progress. Put your concerns and fears to rest, since even the things that have been absent from your life are going to be filled to the brim with happiness. You are about to experience a level of happiness that you never imagined was possible, as the desires that heaven itself has planted in your heart are about to be spontaneously satisfied. My words should serve as a guiding light of optimism and a constant reminder that we are never truly alone. You are surrounded by my love, my presence is guiding you, and my blessings are already waiting for you. Our hearts should be open to my love, we should accept my counsel, and we should allow my abundance to bring into our lives. In spite of the cacophony of worldly judgments and self-doubt, the voice of the Father resounds with unflinching clarity, informing you that you are not an outcast, a black sheep, or a rebel. This is what the Father says today. These designations, which are the result of human perceptions and limitations, do not precisely define who you are at your core. You are not a lone wolf or a one-man show, rather, you are an essential component of the magnificent tapestry that I have woven. When you match your thoughts, actions, and collaborative efforts with His divine plan, you will find that your path is not one of isolation but rather of collaboration. The Father encourages you to embrace your role with unflinching confidence and to take the first step forward. Get rid of the insecurities that are trying to find approval from the erratic opinions of various people. Only His throne is the source of your genuine dignity and recognition to this day. The discrepancies that you see in the teachings and acts of other people are not representations of the truth. Rather, they are detours from the path that leads to righteousness. It is important to look deeper than the surface and investigate the concepts that have guided those individuals who have triumphed over hardship and realized their vocation. These values are founded on the ideals of humble obedience and unflinching tenacity. There is a shackle that confines you to the limitations of human judgment, and the Father explains that fear of man is that chain. This is something that should be disregarded because it was not man who gave his life for your salvation. Align yourself with the only begotten, the origin of genuine freedom and the guiding force behind your life. You are invited to join the ranks of the many brethren who have prevailed against adversity, defeating violence, subduing kingdoms, and embodying righteousness. As illustrative examples of the transformative power of unshakable faith and obedience, these remarkable individuals serve as beacons of inspiration, led by the guiding hand of the Father. In the name of discipleship, genuine spiritual fathers will not stifle either of your own development. Rather than that, they cultivate your potential by creating an atmosphere in which you can develop and realize your divine destiny. Take on the journey of self-discovery, letting go of the labels that others have placed on you and embracing the true identity that the Father has bestowed upon you. Embrace the unflinching love and guidance that the Father has bestowed upon you. You will discover the transformative power of a life lived in accordance with my principles if you allow your thoughts, actions, and collaborative efforts to align with my divine intent on your behalf. The Father encourages you to quit being so hard on yourself today. There is no responsibility to assign, unless you honestly believe that being vulnerable in your humanity is a violation from my point of view, which would not be the case. The scenario that you are currently experiencing is a result of the vulnerable humanity of those who are involved. It is time to stop the never-ending self-punishment. I do not feel any resentment toward you, and even though you are experiencing pain, it is not I who is punishing you, rather, you are the one who is doing the punishment to yourself. Let go of the shackles that are holding you back from self-criticism and self-deprecation, for these burdens are weighing heavily on your soul. Self-hatred and self-condemnation are similar to wounds that one inflicts upon oneself. Moreover, they are an attempt to heal something that cannot be altered. Put an end to it. Release it to me, and I will forgive, bless, and go on with your life. For the very reason that you are causing your soul, intellect, and emotions to be consumed by self-immolation, no one is going to change their hearts. Put a stop to it. In the same way that a man who slashes himself with stones in the graveyards does not find any relief, you will not find any serenity if you continue to self-flagellate without stopping. My place in all of this is unclear. Today, I am offering you freedom, a way to find peace and sanity, and I am right in the middle of it all. You are not being urged to hurt yourself or to be critical of yourself in any way. Instead, I invite you to have a seat at my feet and simply take in the kindness and knowledge that I have to offer. It is possible that you believe there are areas of your life that you are able to repair, yet, this burden is not yours to carry. My skillful hands and my wise counsel are waiting for you to surrender control over what you are unable to change. Have you faith in me? Let me take control from this point on, because all you are going to do is make things more complicated than they already are. Let go of it. In the event that you are unable to trust the scenario, please trust me in the situation. I will direct and control you, hear you, and get you through the challenges that life throws at you. Stay away from activities that are reactive. You should not take action because you feel obligated to do so. Have patience and wait for me. Your choices and actions should be offered up each day, and you should have faith that it will provide you with the insight and direction you need to navigate through the chaos and bring about my will. You should allow your actions, ideas, and choices to emit a sense of calm. Put your actions into practice by spending time alone, spending time in my presence, and soaking up my grace, which is made accessible to you in abundance. Through dreams, visions, and the whispers of the Spirit, I shall communicate with you, illuminating concealed truths and directing you through the maze that is your life. According to the Father, you are currently engaged in the struggle of your entire life, and you are not left to fight this battle by yourself. I am present within you and with you. Put your complete trust in my direction, and I will rescue you from the depths of hopelessness and bring you into a new world filled with gifts. According to what the Father has spoken to us today, the shackles that have kept you hostage are broken today, the chains that have held you captive are shattered, and the prison doors that have held you captive are thrown wide open. This is the day of release, the beginning of a new period in which you are no longer a slave to constraint, deprivation, or bondage. Rather, you are a free spirit that is soaring across the limitless expanse of grace and redemption. It is my intention to extend my hand to you, providing you with a way out of the shadows and into the bright light of liberty. According to God, I have broken the chains that were holding you captive forever. Chains of dread, doubt, and self-doubt, chains of addiction and destructive behaviors, chains of societal expectations and self-imposed limits, and chains of self-imposed limitations and self-imposed limitations from others. You are no longer constrained by the weight of your previous errors, the weights of guilt and shame that weighted you down, and you are free to move on. You are no longer constrained by the constraints that you imposed upon yourself, the ideas that you were not deserving of or capable of experiencing genuine freedom because of your actions. I am the one who has set you free today, and you are free to claim this freedom. Now, what should we do? Step onto the altar of redemption, a sanctuary where you can lay down your burdens and experience the cleansing power of my love. Step onto the altar of redemption. Free yourself from the shackles that have been holding you back, the worries that have rendered you helpless, and the uncertainties that have obscured your vision. Embrace the freedom that is your inheritance, the freedom that is yours simply by virtue of the fact that you are a child of God. Raise your head high, for you are no longer a slave to sin or a prisoner of the circumstances you find yourself in. You are a free spirit who soars on the wings of optimism and possibility without any limitations. Because he is no longer in possession of the keys to your freedom, the plan that the jail master devised is no longer applicable. You are now in possession of the keys, and it is up to you to decide whether or not you will unlock the door to a life filled with unbounded joy and fulfillment. Take hold of the keys to your freedom, free yourself from the shackles of the past, and joyfully accept the freedom that the Father has given upon you. Whom I have set free, declares God, is free in every sense of the word.